Behaviorism is the study of how to change people's behaviors. And I am anti-behaviorism, especially with parenting. With parenting, I won't say with everything, but with parenting, I'm anti-behaviorism. Because I don't want us to see our kids as a collection of behaviors that we are manipulating. That's not the most effective parenting relationship to have. It just isn't, because the mindset is all of a sudden one of control, because you're having to control the behaviors, and if it steps out of line, you got to squish it there, and if it steps out of line, you got to squish it there. And then the kids are also experiencing being controlled, having their behaviors controlled, and they're trying to see what can they get away with, and where can they exert their power, and where can they exert their autonomy, and how can they circumvent the system. And that's the thing, right? We become the system. The parents become the system. When we operate from behaviorism, when our kid behaves in a certain way, like let's say they steal something, or they hit something, or they swear, or they drop a cookie on the ground and walk right over it, and then look back at you, expect you to clean it up. Like really things that of course we would want to criticize and complain about and alter that behavior. You cannot. That's not respectful. You got to behave differently. You got to behave differently, and then we focus on the behavior. We miss the world of causes and effects happening underneath. The feelings that are at play, the needs that the kids are struggling with meeting, the lack of understanding that they might have, or a misshapen understanding of something, that they got from somewhere else. Maybe they're experimenting and exploring, and they're trying to understand their place in the world. There's so much that kids are going through, and we miss all of it when we focus on the behavior. So I really want to encourage you to try and shift away from having a behaviorism lens. Trying to think about positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement, and praise and punishment and reward. Move away from all of that. Because all of those are manipulations to get kids to do and to think and to be and to feel how we want them to do and think and be and feel. And that's not a deep human relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship with someone who's trying to manipulate me to be like how they want me to be. And it's no wonder kids pull away from their parents. Yeah, but when we give up behaviorism and we look at the iceberg, I call it iceberg consciousness, right? We look at the iceberg of stuff underneath, the humanity. With anybody, they feel more connected and more trusting in that relationship. And then everybody wins. So join me in being anti-behaviorist. But of course, it also means changing a lot of how we parent, right? So that's where some of the struggle comes in. But it's a worthy struggle.